Now, they said, okay, you did that. Now you got to marry her, or you got to be with her, and you got to give me 50 shekels. Now, if the daughter said, no, I don't want to be with this man, first of all, shut the hell up. Okay, this is between two men talking now. Okay, because he have humbled her, 60:31. He may not put her away all his days. So now, once you did, so you got to think about that, man. If you do that to another woman, a Hebrew woman, you do that. You go before the judges. You know, if the father gets emotional, you want to do something to you, they said, no, no, no. If he did that, he got to give you 50 shekels. And the father knew that. And then that woman becomes a part of that man. But that man can't say, look, I'm tired of you. I don't want to deal with you no more. He's bound to that woman, man. He got to be with that woman for life.
That's right. All right. So yeah, he got to be with that woman for life, because that's the reason why that law was written. Now, I just want to read this real quick. This is the book of matter of fact, I'll read this other one. This is Deuteronomy 20:10. It says, when thou comest nigh unto a city to fight against it, if thou proclaim peace unto it, and it shall be then proclaim peace unto it. And it shall be, if it make thee answer of peace and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee, and they shall serve thee. And if it will make no peace with thee, but will make war against thee, then thou shalt besiege it. And when the Lord thy power hath delivered it into thine hand, thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword. Deuteronomy 20, I started at 10. Now I'm in verse 13. And when the Lord thy power hath delivered it into thine hands, thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword. But the women and the little ones and the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof, shalt thou take unto thyself. And thou shalt eat and spoil of thine enemies, and thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies, which the Lord thy power hath given thee. Then shalt thou do unto all, thus shalt thou do unto all the cities which are very far off from thee, and which are not of the cities of these nations. So basically, what do you think those women that were saved? What you think they were saved for? They were saved to be these men's women. And they're not going to want to lay down with that man, because they just finished slaughtering all the men of that city. Like that movie, what is that, The Last Samurai, when he killed the woman's husband, and she detested him, but she had to bow down to him and serve him. And eventually she ended up falling in love with him, But I just want to read this real quick, because this is the book of Deuteronomy 20. See, these guys, like Tazariak and them, these guys, they still have that Western mentality. They call themselves Israelites. They found out that they were Israelites, but they still under the vibration of America. They still under that westernized thinking, and that's why every time you ask about certain controversial topics in the scriptures, they don't want to deal with it, because they want to be PC to the people. They want to be politically correct. They don't want to be viewed as a demon, or as as somebody that the world claims to be wicked, But this is the script. This is Deuteronomy 28:30. It says, "Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her." That was written in the curses that happened to us. Beginning with Judah, Benjamin, Levi, all the way down. So the part of the curse was we were going to get a wife, and another man was going to lay with her, right? And that happened to us. Now this is what the scriptures say, Deuteronomy 30:7. "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." So pretty much everything that we went through, these other nations are going to go through it, but double. Yep. So you guys that don't want to deal with those issues, you're being emotional, and you're pretty much taken away from the word.
Oh, the Lord said, "Cursed be he that keepeth his sword back from blood."
That's right. That's right.
So if you don't want to get in the mind frame of that in that day, you're gonna be put to death, man. Cursed be he that keepeth his sword back from blood. You're gonna be destroyed.
That's right.
Because you don't want to get with the program.
That's That's right.
And then the Lord said, in the time of judgment, there is no mercy. So judgment is coming upon Esau
And Israel.
and Israel. So there won't be no mercy.
Tens of millions of Israelites shall die here in America.
Yeah.
Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Any of you Uncle Toms is joined with this man, you gonna go. And like this guy, Dr. Carson, he gonna get it. That Uncle Tom. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes. Now the Medes, they go back to the Japhetic people. The Medes had got together with the Persians, which is Elam. So it's two nations that gathered together to set up an empire, right? But the Mede right here is talking about Russia. Okay, there's another way of saying Russia. It's not saying that the Russians are Medes or the Medes are Russians. It's that land area, okay? Against them, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which are the Russians, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. It says, 18, their bows, which are the ICBM missiles, also shall dash the young men to pieces. The young men to pieces over here in Babylon. And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb, because when they go to ask for a treaty, peace treaty, they said, no, we ain't dealing with no peace treaty. We're just going to shoot. I got to say this again. Tens of millions of Israelites shall die here in America very soon. Their eyes shall not spare children. And that's talking about Edomite children, Moabite children, Israelite children, all right? And it says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdom, which this is the new Babylon. Okay, give me Isaiah 47, go right to the point. And Babylon, which really should say the daughter of Babylon, because this is not talking about the ancient Babylon. But when Isaiah was putting this together, he was thinking about the actual Persians and the Medes, because the Persians and the Medes actually took down the Babylonian Empire. But this is twofold. That did happen, but then it's going to happen again, but the names are going to be spiritually flipped around, all right? And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, which is right over here, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, ancient Babylon, the Persian and the Medes didn't take them down the same way that Sodom and Gomorrah was taken down. It was taken down by fire and brimstone, but this time it's going to come from these ICBM missiles, okay? It goes on to say, it shall never be inhabited. Well, wait a minute. If that's talking about ancient Babylon, there's people living in Babylon today. That's Iraq. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arab pitch tent there, because most of these businesses in America are owned by Arabs, man. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell, and satyrs shall dance there. Okay, that's it on that.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. And that's how you know that this is talking about America, because, you know, this is the daughter of Babylon, because they're doing the same exact things that the Babylonian Empire was doing. You know, but even worse today. And this is the book of Psalms 137 and 7. It says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof, which goes back to ancient Babylon, when the Edomites were pretty much cheering the Babylonians on to destroy us. It says, "O daughter of Babylon, see, who are to be destroyed." And this is dealing with the so-called with Esau, you know, that here in America, you know, because these Edomites are the ones that are here today in modern day Babylon, like the scriptures call America spiritually Egypt, and Sodom is also spiritually Babylon. This is Babylon the Great. It says, "O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones." And that's what's going to happen to you devils, man. You know? So you know, you guys out there, you can't be sugarcoating the scriptures, man. You got to come straight out what the scriptures are saying and tell the people what's really going on, whether they like it or not, whether they hate you or not, you know? This is Lamentations 4:21. "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom." Once again, the Edomites, a so-called white man, that dwellest in the land of Uz. Today, modern day Uz is America. There's one of the top cities of Esau. It says, "The cup also shall pass through unto thee," because now it's time for these devils to pay. You know, if you go back in the history, just on stuff that's written, not even the unwritten stuff, because there was much more atrocity that they committed that's not even written down on paper or not even spoken of in history. So just on the things that they did alone, they got to pay for that. "Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked." And one of the things that they got to pay for is rape. You know, they raped our women. You know, yeah.
But they're going to be killed first, because that would be
Yeah.
adultery.
Yeah, they're going to be killed first, but their women are going to be raped.
That's right.
Ravished.
That's right.
Elder Apostle Tar just read the prophecy in Isaiah.
That's right.
Their wives ravished.
Con.
You look up the word ravish, the word there is rape, sexually.
Yep.
You know?
It says, I'm sorry. It says, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins."
Yeah, I just put up the word adultery. Because, you know, in this society, in your Americanized mind state, you think adultery means if, let's say, a so-called black man and black woman get married, right? And he's sleeping with another woman on the side. And the woman finds out, and she brings the man to divorce court to get divorced, and the judge will say, "Well, what are the grounds?" "Well, my husband committed adultery." Your husband cannot commit adultery with another woman unless that woman was married to another man. Okay? So all that nonsense, going back to this being in the fucking America too goddamn long, you black woman, you say that your man was cheating. You find out he's dealing with another girl, your girlfriend, and you know what you do? You go with his boyfriend. Now, he has a right, according to the law, to put your ass to death or call the judges and have you stoned to death. Adultery only means when a man deals with a woman that's married to a man. That's when adultery takes place. If a man is married to a woman and he has another woman on the side, and the first wife finds out about it, that's not adultery. So you people that claim you know the scriptures, you don't know the scriptures.
That's right. That's right. You got something, Pastor Gabor?
Yeah, Isaiah, because one of our blessings is that we can have more than one woman. Isaiah 4:1, as a man, as a Hebrew Israelite man, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." Now that number 7 actually means completion. So it could be more than 7 women. It could be
It is going to be more than 7 women, because
Right.
we're going to have a voracious sexual appetite.
Right. And notice it says 7 women shall take hold of one man. Just like I said, that word 7 means completion. So it's going to be more than 7 women. All right?
And on top of that, see that black woman, which we call a nigger woman, she's got that attitude and stuff. She'll snap her fingers all up in your face. Look, that ain't going to happen in the kingdom. Because these women on this side that got that attitude, they're not going to make it. They're going to be destroyed. They're going to be a part of that number. Tens of millions of Israelites shall die here in America, Babylon the Great. So when we get them new women, they're going to be right. Yeah. And we're going to have as many women as we want in our kingdom. Now, to be honest, you can't really have that in this kingdom because you got brothers that know that the Israelites, they read that thing, 7 women, and then they go out and they woo certain women, you know, and they might have 3 women or 4 women, you know. Yeah. And as soon as that chick gets what's the word? As soon as it gets played out, that woman gonna leave you, and then she gonna go back. If she was a Muslim, she gonna go back to being a Muslim, man. Now the law if you have a wife and that wife deals with another man, you're supposed to put her to death. So now going back to Desariac, I hate to keep bringing his name up. There was a situation where he had 4 women, 5 women, or whatever, and one of them women, they kind of went their separate ways for her reasons, and Polite, jumped on that. Now you were supposed to. Now we don't know if Polite had sex with your woman or just talk to the woman, man. But Polite had your wife or your former wife talk bad about you. Now in our kingdom, what would have happened? In our kingdom, what would you have done? You would have hunted her down and put her ass to death. But now, can we do that? Hell no. Because if you did that and you went to court and you brought out the law, well, wait a minute. They don't want to hear that. Esau don't really believe in the scriptures. They believe in their statutes and codes and so forth, man, which is not even law. And they'll lock you up. They'll give you whatever, 25 to life, whatever. I don't give a damn if you come with all your fringes on, your garment, your door knock on your chest. I don't give a damn what. I don't give a damn if Johanna, the most controversial man in America, come to court. They'll grab his ass up. If he talk shit, they'll grab his ass up on contempt and lock him up. So you can't do that in America, all right? You cannot keep your laws in America because brothers talking about you got to keep the whole law like this clown Nate says. Let you kill your wife, or let your daughter be a whore out there and you burn her ass, and then you say, well, wait a minute, here's the law. Here's the law. Okay, the Most High told us to keep the laws. Man, the Most High the Esau, which is your Most High, will lock your ass up, man. Okay? Now, the thing is, they're putting it out there like we raping women. We ain't raping no goddamn body, man. Okay? We ain't first of all, us, the apostles, I have a woman. I don't be dealing with no damn woman freely or anything, man, because I'm into this. Hey, I'm going to have to use a line from Lahab. My emotions are in this. We into this, man. We ain't into no, we had women come down to the camp, and they rub up against you, and they want to get with you and all that. Hey, one woman came from Canada and said, look, I come down here to be with you, Tahar. This was a couple years ago, man. And we don't got no time to do that, man. We into this work, man. We into this work. Now, if you have a woman, yes, you can have a woman. But 1 Corinthians 7 chapter said, they that have wives be as though they have none. Meaning, you can have a wife, but Paul is saying, giving you the inside scoop, look, if you in this work deep, you ain't going to spend too much time with your woman. You're going to spend some time, but you ain't going to spend too much time with this woman, man. And then Paul said, I wish you were like unto me, because Paul at that time didn't have a woman.